Jacob, we've decided to prescribe you Azathioprine. Your ulcerative colitis symptoms are getting out of hand, and we think you need extra medication to get it under control, if you think it's for the best. Now, unfortunately, while you're on this medication, you are prone to getting more sick, and you're at a greater risk of skin cancer, so you must stay out the sun.
Then we will fight in the shade.
When I was first prescribed Azathioprine for my ulcerative colitis, I was actually pretty terrified. I was told that if I was to go in the sun, I would get skin cancer. And I was also told that my immune system would be suppressed, so it would be easier for me to get sick. All of these things were telling me that being on Azathioprine was going to be a scary experience. But this showed me that despite what happens with your IBD and the medications that you're on, you can thrive, because I've been on Azathioprine for quite a while now, and I can tell you that my experiences have been pretty positive on it. So I just wanted to talk about that today. So going back to when I was first prescribed Azathioprine, like I said, I was actually pretty terrified. I was going on a family holiday where we were going to do lots of swimming. I'd only recently come out of hospital, and the idea of going into a swimming pool rang alarm bells, because I thought, I'm going to get an ear infection, you know. Kids piss in the pool. Who knows what else is in the water? I thought that's all going in my ears. So the first thing I did was I ordered earplugs, and I made a decision. I was like, I am not getting in the water. Like, I'm not going to submerge my ears. So I went on the holiday, went swimming. Lo and behold, I didn't get an ear infection. I don't know if the earplugs worked or the pool was actually quite clean. I think I did end up submerging my head, but I was very cautious, and I was almost on high alert the whole time, because I was just thinking about how I was probably going to end up getting sick. And then when it comes to the sun, now, I haven't been told you'll get skin cancer if you go out in the sun, or there's a greater risk of it. I completely coated myself in sun cream, and that's something I actually still do to this day. Anytime it's sunny out and I'm going out, say I'm going to be out for a while in the sun, I coat myself in it. And then every 10 minutes, I'm like, well, I better put some more on. And I'm completely covered in it. And sometimes I just wear long sleeve clothes. So I'm just like, I don't want to have to wear all this sun cream. And I wear a hat now. I've never been much of a hat person. But since being on Azathioprine, I've decided it's easier for me to just wear a hat and shade my face than to bother putting sun cream up here. It's just a bit of a hassle. But I am pretty scared of getting skin cancer, and I'll be looking over and being like, is that mole new? Should I look at this mole? So far, nothing has happened, touch wood. But it is in the back of my mind. So what has it actually been like to be on Azathioprine? Apart from fear, I've told you all about fear, but what's it actually feel like? So when I started, I was told to slowly ramp the dose up over 3 weeks. So I started on 50 milligrams, and these pills come in 50 milligram pills, so it was 1 pill, and I took that for a week, felt nothing except fear, just what I was telling myself, like, oh, I'm going to get sick. And then I went up to 2 pills for a week, felt pretty much the same. Then I went up to 3 pills, and that's when I actually started to notice something. I was feeling sick. Every time I ate something, I felt nauseous, and I felt nauseous all the time. And I tried it for a little bit, and I thought, this isn't worth it. So I took myself down to 2 pills, and I emailed my specialist. I said, look, I'm feeling nauseous all the time on 3. I'm on 2. I've taken the executive decision to go down to 2 pills to 100 milligrams. What are your thoughts on this? And they said, that's completely fine. That's okay. And I was like, okay then. Okay, I'm on 100 milligrams, and I felt fine. And I've been on 100 milligrams since. So I've been taking it. Now, naturally, I start looking up other people's experiences. And this is when they start bringing up that it could increase your chances of certain cancers across your body, like lymphoma. And I was like, oh, now I'm terrified. So I'm in a spiral of searching, and I'm in a spiral of, oh my God, what can I do? I need to get off these medications. I'm terrified. I don't want to be on these medications long term. What have other people done? How long have they survived on this medication? Yeah, that's the kind of mindset I get into when I'm on a new medication. And for some reason, I'd heard my specialist tell me that they like to keep people on a maximum of it for 5 years. Now, bear this in mind because I'm going to talk about this later. So I'm thinking, oh, I've got like this time limit to it. I'm thinking I need to get off it soon. But I did find some videos of people saying that they'd been on it and it helped with their symptoms and everything was fine. And the fact some people are actually just prescribed azathioprine, whereas the way that I've been prescribed it is it's actually been prescribed not to reduce my ulcerative colitis symptoms, but actually to stop me building antibodies to my other medication. So I'm on an IV medication, which I actually just had done yesterday, and it's called infliximab. So I had it put in here. So, but I'm on infliximab, which is another immunosuppressant. So I'm on 2 immunosuppressants. So you can see why I was in a bit of a conundrum thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be ill. If I get flu, I'm dead. But anyway, I'm on that. And the idea is it sort of flows around your bloodstream and your body could build up antibodies. So what does that mean? It means you've got some infliximab going through your blood and your body's like, we need to eliminate this. This isn't supposed to be in our blood. So it builds up what's called antibodies to eliminate it. And what this azathioprine, I've got the box here, what the azathioprine does is it limits your immune system further. And, in theory, it would stop your body from recognizing that it's a foreign body in your blood and it doesn't build antibodies to it. So that's why I'm on azathioprine. So, I've had a test done and I haven't built antibodies to it yet, touch wood, but that's why I'm on it, whereas some people actually just prescribed it on its own for inflammatory bowel disease. And it's actually also prescribed for people with organ transplants, because if you've had an organ replaced, let's just say, for instance, your heart, it's no longer your heart that's in your body. So it's technically a foreign body inside of you. And your body might be like, well, this isn't ours. We need to attack it. So in the same way that I'm using this to stop my body fighting my infliximab infusion, that people use this to stop your body from fighting organs that have been replaced. So it's quite a heavy substance, actually. And some of the side effects can be a reduction in white blood cells. So that would be the cells that actually fight off infections, which might be why illnesses could be prolonged or it could be more serious. And yeah, overall, there are, it can wear down your organs. Any medications can sort of do that. So while I've been on these medications, health has been my top priority, with the thing going to sleep, eating right, trying to do the best that I can to mitigate the potential damages of this medication. So I talked about that 5-year limit that my specialist has supposedly told me. The last consultation I had, I said to my specialist, what do I do? I've been told azathioprine has a 5-year limit. What do I do after those 5 years? And then she's like, I think you got it wrong. It's the infliximab that we like to suggest people are only on for a maximum of 5 years. And I was like, oh. And then she's like, yes, it's the infliximab that could cause most of the problems. I'm like, okay then. So this is the lesser of the two evils. Complicated. Medication is complicated. And that's why I wanted to just talk about it, because I think regardless of your situation, regardless if you're prescribed this, or you're on the IV like I am, or you're flaring beyond belief, or whatever it is, maybe you don't even have ulcerative colitis, you can thrive despite it. You can carry on and do the things you want to do despite it, because these are the cards we've been dealt. This is how we are living. There's nothing we can do about it except take action. So if there are things that you want to do, in my case, I want to keep healthy and I want to lift. So it doesn't matter if this says I can't go out in the sun. I will go out in the shade and I will lift regardless, because going out there and doing the things I want to do is more important than living in fear and being terrified of some complications because of some bloody medication. So I say throw away the fear, throw away the concerns. Yes, treat yourself with respect, treat yourself in the way that you want to live healthily so you can live to your fullest. Throw away the fear and do the things you want to do, because it's not going to get any easier. It's not going to get any easier. We're aging. This is the youngest you're ever going to be right now. And, we're dealing with these things. So throw aside these limiting beliefs. Oh, I can't go out in the sun because I'm on azathioprine. Well, do it in the bloody shade then. Wear protection. Do some countermeasures. Do something. Just do something. There's no point living in fear. That's about it. So if you want to take control of your life and thrive despite IBD, then click the link in the description, because I will be sending you some free information that I've put together on how I've been thriving. And you can take that information and it's free, and you can start thriving too. Your health is counting on it. Thanks for watching.